Training with Mr. Stark was always really great because he would give me all these really interesting tricks and motives to better myself so that I don't mess up whenever I'm in the middle of an action scene, and he would try to make sure that I was doing a really good job. I'm so excited to be in this movie. It's so great.
So do you do like any part-time stuff outside of filming?
Well, I mean, I'm a high school student, but I do have some talents. I do dance from time to time. Well,
Spider-Man Homecoming is directed by John Watts, and this is the second reboot for the Spider-Man character that we've gotten since 2002. Yeah, we've gotten 3 Spider-Men. Alright. So Spider-Man Homecoming is about Peter Parker, played by Tom Holland, trying to get to know more about how to be in the world of superheroes. Because after the events of Civil War, he wants to be a part of the Avengers, and he's waiting on a phone call that may never come from Tony Stark to be a part of these Avengers. And so he tries to do a best he can in his neighborhood and to people around him to make sure that everybody feels safe. However, when the Vulture, played by Michael Keaton, arrives on the scene and starts wreaking havoc, he realizes that he can't just be a friendly neighborhood superhero anymore and has to go a bit more beyond his usual roster of criminals. And this leads him down a path which has him discover what it means to really be a hero and what kind of hero he wants to be to the people around him. I love Spider-Man. I have loved Spider-Man since I was 4. I remember reading every single comic which I could get my hands on of Spider-Man. I had posters in my room, aside from this new one that just came. I used to buy action figures all the time. I still have action figures of the 2002 movie lying with me. I used to go around, running around to my friends, and I used to just keep doing this. This is true. You can actually ask them this if they watch this video. I actually used to do that with my friends. And the reason I'm telling you this and I'm getting a little personal about it is because this film, for me, captured that persona of mine. And this movie nails that because Peter Parker in this film is great. Tom Holland gives a phenomenal performance in this movie. After Civil War, you got that initial taste of him, that first 10 minutes of what kind of a Spider-Man he could be. In this film, they really go all out with what he does and what he can do because he's really charming, he's really funny, he's very quick-witted, and I think what he does best is that he embodies Peter Parker and Spider-Man perfectly. There's never a thing where he's a better Spider-Man or he's a better Peter Parker. He does justice to both roles really well, and in dramatic moments he really makes it sell, and he really takes hold of the character. There's never a point where he feels off character or off base. He is always in control of what he's doing. This film is about the origin story of what kind of a hero does he want to be? What kind of hero does he want to be known as? Who really is Spider-Man? Is he the person who is inside the suit, or is he the person without the suit? Does he need a suit to be this hero? Which I think is such a great way of handling this character without necessarily rebooting him through step 1 and all the way through to what we've already known all over again. Action sequences are beautiful. They're very great. They're very exciting. They build upon each other. It reaches exciting heights and you are continuously invested in each action sequence as it goes along. And the way the story is plotted makes you interested in every action sequence because the movie is very unpredictable at times. There are things that it does which you don't see coming. The film also has some really great references to other films. There's a reference, for instance, which I thought was just amazing, which when you see the movie, you'll know what it is and you're gonna love that. I can tell you right now. From a technical perspective, honestly, I could go on and on about how the film looks, which is gorgeous. The colors are beautiful. It's a very vibrant looking movie. There's some excellent technical mastery on display over here. The visuals, like I've said, are spectacular. If you thought the visuals looked a little off at times in the trailers, do not be worried. They look amazing in this film. Start to finish, they're great. Honestly though, the writing, the acting, the directing, that's where this film is really amazing for me, because that's what makes Spider-Man. You can have visual mastery, like even Amazing Spider-Man 2 looked visually good, but the movie itself was lacking that substance. This film has that substance, which makes it great. Also, Michael Keaton as the Vulture. Oh my god. This is actually the first time I'm gonna look at a Marvel Cinematic Universe villain and say, what an excellent villain. This actually was a really great villain. You understood him, you understood his motivations. The way it built as the film went on, as you got to know more about him, was fascinating and really great. They took a villain who is not the greatest villain in the Spider-Man universe, and they made him super interesting, and you understood his plight at times, and you really understood what he's doing and why he's doing what he's doing. And by the time the film ends, you genuinely care for him. He reminded me a lot of Alfred Molina as Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2. This character who you care about, although he's a villain you may not be 100% okay with from the comic books or whatever you may have seen Doc Ock in otherwise. But the way it's handled is really great. I thought Aunt May was excellent. Marissa Tomei did a really good job. And one more thing, in case you're worried about Robert Downey Jr. taking up the entire film, he doesn't. He's in the movie, but he has only like a few scenes. He's there essentially to look at Peter and be like, are you doing a good job? Okay. Are you not doing a good job? Okay, now we gotta talk. That's it. He's really there for just something like that. As for flaws, I really don't have any, because I sat in this theater just stunned. I was open-mouthed the entire time, just looking at the screen, because it was amazing to see stuff that I had read come to life on screen. Aspects that I always wanted to see. Things about Peter Parker that I wanted displayed on screen were being displayed on screen as I watched this film. And for me, this film did exactly what it needed to do to make it a perfect Spider-Man movie. Does that mean the movie is going to be perfect for everyone? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But the film for me did exactly what I needed it to do. And even the end credit scenes, they worked really, really well. And I really enjoyed them. And I think that the film honestly excels in everything that it needs to. And it is easily one of the best Marvel movies I've ever seen. Not the best one, but it's definitely up there. Spider-Man Homecoming was a blast from start to finish. I do want to keep this review a bit vague because I don't want to give you any spoilers. And in the end, I'm going to give Spider-Man Homecoming a 10 out of 10. I'm blown away. I'm honestly surprised by this rating as well, because I didn't think I would give it that, and then I gave it that, and I can easily say this is the best Spider-Man movie since Spider-Man 2. You're gonna love this film. What a fantastic film, and I cannot stress that enough. So Spider-Man Homecoming, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know. I'll have a spoiler review up this weekend as well for you guys to check it out, because there is some stuff to discuss in this film. You guys are the best. Thank you so much as always for watching. If you like this, please subscribe, and I will see you guys later.